And we are live. Back again. And welcome to Lakeshore Country Club here in beautiful, historic Glencoe, Illinois.
Better than Ezra. I just figured I'd make a musical reference. I'm sorry, everybody.
I like it. That's perfect. I like that's perfect. I like that I'm now able to sense the short in these microphones because now I'm getting like sporadic sound coming out of both sets of the headphones. It's pretty awesome, actually.
So it's not the mic.
Let's just open up with a stream talking about my technical problems that Sean can fix for me. So tonight we are doing a Series 17 match.
Yeah,
we all have problems,
can talk
Sean.
about that later.
We're doing a Series 17 match here at Lakeshore Country Club in an effort to expand our coverage of all that is Chicago paddle.
That's right. We don't discriminate.
Nope, absolutely not. Nor should we. So tonight we've got Series 17, which if you are not in the Chicago area, this is kind of a mid-level match that we have going on tonight. And we have 34 series, I think. Does that sound right? 34 series in Chicago?
It's unbelievable.
And a big part of what Chicago paddle is just how quickly it's grown and how huge it has gotten over the past few years in general. So this is our Court 1 match from Lakeshore Country Club is Cody Shire and Mark Bernstein. And they are playing against Jay Lee and Joel Braunstein from Bannockburn Club.
Yes, Midtown Bannockburn.
Midtown Bannockburn, home of the Knights.
Is that what it is? Really?
I'm just going to give every team a totally random mascot. Yeah.
Are we the Breeze?
We're the Lakeshore Breeze. Yeah. Which is a tough one to create an actual mascot for, like in terms of a logo, I think. But the Lakeshore Breeze, I think, is pretty. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. It could just be an angel, just anything light and fluffy, clouds, that kind of thing.
Just lines, curvy lines.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Scurvy lines.
Yeah. So this is a fun one because this is actually one of the teams that I coach here as the director here at Lakeshore Country Club, which is part of why. We were able to pull this off this evening, and we thought maybe it would be kind of fun if we did not just intermediate kind of level match. No offense to any of these guys, but also bring you some stuff in the world of paddle that might be a little more attainable. Because I know that I certainly get our fair share of members. Some of them, these guys actually, that say I love watching the live stream for these high-level national ranking tournaments, but I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be watching because there's not a lot of those shots that I can hit.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
This might be an opportunity.
I want to say also I've been stalking the other team all week, so I'm intimately familiar with Jay and Joel. Just in case. No, I really have not.
Like Facebook stalking, like just like through their socials and instant media.
It's not like I know where they live or anything. So,
right.
But we are intimately, definitely you are intimately familiar with Cody and Mark Bernstein's game.
Yeah, so. Cody Shire in the deuce court over there on the far side in the gray shorts with the orange shoes, and then Mark Bernstein over here in the red hat right next to Cody on the far side of the net on the ad side. And then over here on the deuce side of the court, hitting that ball right there is Joel Braunstein. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I think you are, Coach.
And then Jay Lee over here in the ad side. Yes. So we got a better look at those guys when we are able to switch some camera angles, but ultimately this is going to be a fun one. I didn't notice until now that perhaps before a live stream, if possible, I should go out there with a super soaker and remove my teaching roadmap to success off of the courts.
You know what? I'm gonna politely disagree. I think they're gonna have the right hand up early.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just kidding. But I think it's fantastic because I think this is what we kind of worked on. Wasn't that this week's drill?
That was this week's drill.
Well, these
yes.
guys they have no excuse not to be working on the backhand attack, Coach.
That's right. We did focus on the deep overhead attack and tried to get some nice. Offensive overheads to go through that depth of the court at a medium pace to start the chain of attack.
Absolutely.
That's right.
We got a lefty-righty combination, by the way, with Jay and Joel.
I know. It's pretty excellent.
Yeah, this is going to be cool.
Yeah. Now, one of the things we're going to have to ask these guys after the match is, did they realize that they were a righty-lefty combo?
What do they want? They're asking for me.
They're just making sure that we're paying attention.
Am I allowed to? I don't think I'm allowed to sub.
No.
I mean, I mean, I probably should the way I've been playing.
I don't know if coaching is allowed during the men's matches.
No
I
offense
know
to
it's
anybody.
not during the ladies' matches. That's frowned upon.
No.
Coaching during it. So I think I think we should probably hold the guys to the same standard.
Sure. Coaching is not allowed. Abuse, on the other hand,
Right.
might
right.
be
Right. Exactly. That is
allowable.
that is
permissible.
probably preferred.
Yes.
Yeah, I would totally agree. Huh. I got a little.
We have a license problem?
Well, yeah. I mean,
I
we
blame
own
myself.
the license to this
You know
thing,
what?
and
I'm
I
so
definitely
glad
have
we
entered the
fired that
password.
intern,
So
Cal. It was supposed to be his.
that's it. You know what? Cal Noble is off the list.
I wonder if he's even tuning in from Philadelphia.
But you know what? I have every confidence that I can fix that before we actually go live.
Otherwise, I'm going to go out there and sit, even though there's no chair. I'm going to sit on the top bar and announce the score that way. Funny thing is, I've seen the two guys on court 3, I want to say. I've seen them before. I don't know where, but I have. Not that that is as interesting to everyone else as it is to me. But when does that ever stop me trying to make something fascinating for myself instead of everyone else? But it is a beautiful night, actually, here.
It really is a nice one.
I mean, for paddle, it's a little warmer, but it's actually kind of pleasant because it's cooling off. So maybe you can smack a few and let a few go to the screen at the beginning of the evening, and then toward the end, maybe have to take them off the deck there. They are a social bunch out there. We're picking up all sorts of stuff from the shotgun mic. So if the Lakeshore Breeze is anything, we are social, if not champions of the league. Yes, that was a nice Nick shot from court 3. I shouldn't be watching court 3. We're supposed to be watching court 2.
Well, we're facing court 3, but watching court 2, so I can understand how it would be a little.
That's good for my concentration, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I think that I have successfully fixed the scoreboard, but if we have a problem, we'll just be nice and
You got it.
vocal about it.
You know, otherwise we're going to have me explain home court advantage again.
I don't think there's ever a problem with you doing that, Sean.
Every single week.
Every week.
Jeez.
If you've been watching the live stream, you're aware of what home court advantage is. But you know what? For our first-time watchers, Sean, why don't you go ahead and explain how home court advantage works?
Usually I like to bring it up during play because what happens is you'll get a seamer, like as we say, a ball that comes off the seam where the screens are, and it basically caroms right to the home court player's paddle.
Right.
That's pretty much what I'm trying to say.
Or lead cords are a big one.
Right, that's huge.
You know, you get a few lead cords that just always seem to go towards the home court players.
Absolutely. Not only that, you got. I'm not even thinking about the lights. You know where to toss the ball, just so you don't get blinded.
Right.
You know, just get used to that type of stuff. So there are a lot of things that you could say are elements that would be an
part
advantage.
of home court advantage. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm trying to make it, interesting. It was never interesting all the way up to this point for every broadcast, but now this one actually seems relatively interesting.
Now it's even more interesting.
I appreciate you saying
You know what else is a home court advantage is when you play on the courts that your pro has already chalked up in terms of how you're supposed to move, in terms of covering the zones and where you're supposed to hit your overheads.
Hold on, I'm going to put some D's out there.
That's a bit of a home court advantage.
Do I see a 3, 2, and a 1 out there too?
Yeah, you know what? As it turns out, your positioning on the court should correlate with where your overhead lands.
Wow.
So you can see there on the ad side of the court on the far side, this is a great overhead view. I'm loving this teaching opportunity.
It is.
If the ball lands in that outside third or zone 1, then those two players should be on the number 1
Correct.
inside the service boxes
Yes.
if you're up at the net. And if it lands on 2, they should stand on 2. And if it goes to 3, they should stand on 3. This is
Exactly.
almost cheating. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why we're not required to wash the courts off before an actual match.
No.
I mean, this is
First of all,
this is chaos. Now, here's the real question:
Go
is
ahead.
how many teams are smart enough to actually use it while they play? Answer: not that many. Surprisingly, not that many.
Well, it's funny. I don't usually use the 1, 2, and the 3. I just put an L and a D there.
Right.
L for lob stopper. Not to get Willy
All right, here
Wonka
we
on
go.
everybody.
Cody
the first point.
with a nice relaxed serve. I think we're going to see Lakeshore be pretty conservative here because they know I'm watching. That was very nice of you. What a guy.
Really nice. That looked like it was going to go wide.
And choosing to let that next one go. All right, so 15 love. Cody and Mark off to a
good night, everybody.
To a quick start. There it is. It's clear how this set's going to go.
That was a pretty good blitz there by
And
Jay.
Mark protecting his vital organs as per usual.
It's not a bad idea, even if you miss that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
To just show that every so often, if not even in the first game.
I like that Jay blitzed though,
yes.
like right at the beginning, proving that he's willing to.
That's right.
Willing to move forward and get in there, shake some things up.
Like I said, right hand up early. Again, I don't know what that means, but I'm just going to keep saying it. Oh, that might be in there.
Oh, he got it, and Cody's
nice
there.
Scoop. Taking the net away. Okay, now that, ill-advised as it was, that was a pretty good backhand overhead.
Now, these guys from Bannockburn, again, because of a righty-lefty combo, are going to have, a little deep there. They're going to have a unique opportunity where they can be swinging the ball, from deuce to ad much more easily because they always have a forehand overhead in the middle. So I think Cody's going to have to be on his game a little bit.
Lesson there.
Nope.
Try to find a lefty partner.
Correctly.
Nice shot.
Nice
by
shot.
Jay
30 all.
You don't usually see a little chip backhand going cross court like that.
I like it. It's smart though. If you can keep it low, good shot.
Not an easy one. What do we got? 30 all now.
Correct. I had to kill the scorecard because for whatever reason the code is not registering. So I don't want it to screw people up.
There.
We'll just be nice and vocal. 40-30 Lakeshore.
Nice. Oh, that's right. I can't. I'm not supposed to be rooting.
Stop cheering, Sean.
I'm sorry. I'm just such a Breeze fan.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll root for Lakeshore and you root for Bannockburn, and then it will even out. Nice poach there by
Mark. Since I know where these two guys live,
all right, so 1-0 Lakeshore Country Club up to an early lead.
Good.
Nice and relaxed. They're making it nice and relaxed. Cody, one of the guys that has only played with the program for the last season and a half, and is just getting so good so fast.
Really, think about it.
Yeah, I mean, just absolutely, kind of an athletic guy and super, super diligent about like working on the stuff that we talk about. No, I think that he was taking one before starting.
I was going to say.
A common occurrence.
We don't let, because the guys I play with don't even let me have a first.
Nice move. That was a nice there, move Cody. Yep.
Speaking of Cody.
Good blitz. Love 15.
And he will do that a lot.
Yeah, he likes to be up close like that. He has good hands, and he trusts, that he can make shots, convert shots.
No question.
Rats, 15 all.
And Mark's got one of those flatter returns that if he gets it rolling, it can be pretty lethal. You just got to get a feel for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Get down.
Nice try. Just pushed a little bit deep. 30 serving 15 for Jay here.
Those are some hot shoes too, boy.
I know, right? Both of these guys.
Stylish. Look at that. Did he go right?
Yeah, he went inverted with the high backhand.
Dual hand Joel.
That is the right shot from Mark. Just happened to push it a little bit long, but that was a good decision. Came out nice and far off the back screen. 40-15, I believe, here for Bannockburn. Smart to catch that one.
But a lot of you at home, even if it's it's not a successful shot, at least if it's the right decision.
Yeah.
Always a good idea. It's kind of like basketball. They'll always say, commentators will say, hey, that's a great shot, even if you miss it. The coach wants you taking that shot pretty much every time. What do you got, 40-30?
40-30.
Great blitz by Cody, by the way. I didn't mean to step on that.
Yeah, there's another opportunity again.
Speed.
Joel, good pick by Mark. Nice try. Yep, working the recovery, but it was a good dig on that first one on the side screen.
Some smart serving by Jay.
All right, so 1-1. Here we go. Let's see what happens. If these go, I think that these should count here.
It does.
All right, good.
So it's just a little more like it.
That was very nice of Mark to play. It looked wide to me.
It did.
That one, however, is definitely wide, so I appreciate Joel helping me out.
Yeah, they play that one, and we're just cutting them off with wine and beer. No more. Sorry.
15 love.
Good serve.
Yep, nice hands. That's a good shot as well. Good follow-up drive on the...
Yeah,
if you're improving court position, if you're improving court position, you can keep driving the ball. It's a good call. 15 all. Working the let cord.
Again, I thought that was a nice one. It looked like it was going wide. Waterfall.
Yep, great waterfall
Great touch
there by
from
Cody. 30-15.
Cody's one of those players, too, that looks taller than he actually even is. He's pretty tall anyway, but he just looms. I love that word.
He's looming.
He's a loomer.
He's pretty constantly looming along the net.
And I don't
30
mean that
all.
in a rug hooking or sewing sense, by the way. I mean,
serve was just a bit deep. You loomer. Ooh, just a little
good
bit
leave
wide.
by Mark there.
Yep. Gotta let those go. Leave the alleys. Pretend they don't even exist.
Exactly. What alleys?
What?
Good first volley.
It's good lob, smart recovery. I like
nice
that
touch.
decision, though. Even though he missed it, nothing good would happen if you try to hit that overhead when
Off
it's
the
that
back.
nice
Especially
and
if they're
deep
both
back
kind
there.
of blitzing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just give it up and stay back. Deuce game here, I believe.
That's a good serve.
Yeah, down the tee. Smart.
It's
40.
kinda tough. Even down the middle of the box sometimes is a really tough serve. You got to get out of the way.
Or add in, I should say. Oh, a little let cord action.
I'm telling you, he's got that kind of just.
Bad time for that, Joe.
Now, that's the opposite of a home court advantage.
Yes,
and again, Sean,
exactly.
what is a home court advantage?
I'm just going to start talking
That's
about
a
it
great
in terms
return.
of cooking. That was a really good return.
From Joel in terms of cooking.
Because I did, that's about all I don't even know about that, but I probably know more about that.
Head up.
Head out.
This is an important point. For
Yep,
the
just
Lake
got to
Shore
get
Breeze.
into it. That was a great volley by Mark. Way to get low.
It was. As a matter of fact, keeping it on Joel's side of the court, so even if Jay would have gotten there, it wouldn't have made much difference. That's a good serve.
Yep, another smart serve. A little deep.
He may be able to serve himself out of this.
Head in.
Just game of inches, Coach.
Yeah, this is paddle right here. Get into a long deuce game and
Good hands, Cody.
shot.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes to
There you
read that
go. That's a
drive
good
from this.
ball.
Really good.
These guys are doing a good job maintaining the positioning that we had talked about. Try to
Oh,
make
that's a
it
smart
happen.
shot, too.
Nice dig. Stay with it. Way to go. Keeping the backhand
lob
volley,
volley.
Mark.
Scoop.
Oh, that is
the
a tough
Bannockburn
point right
Knights.
there.
Closing it down there.
That was well played by both teams.
Nice night moves by the. What's terrible.
Night moves.
I've just got all the musical references tonight, Coach. Sorry, I'm going Seeger. I knew it.
It's just all right.
We are the world.
All right.
Wow.
It can't be your ad. It's back to Deuce.
Return right to Cody.
It's Deuce.
It
Here on the right side of the court. Yeah, it's
It was
Deuce.
back to Deuce. Yeah.
Yeah.
On my memory, he's the oldest guy in the court. You're in trouble.
I don't know. It's Deuce.
I'm confident that we nailed this one. It's 1-1 Deuce. Great serve, Mark. Again, just lacing the tee. That's a great drive right there.
We ever get problems
Jay.
with the score, I almost feel like we should have a bullhorn. Guys, it's Deuce. Just comes over a speaker. Not.
You're at.
That's the one thing about being on the live stream. If you're wrong about the score, it's for posterity.
I know everybody.
Oh,
Everybody's like,
gamesmanship, though.
yeah, it was smart. Yeah, challenge the score and then ice somebody out. I don't think that's what
I haven't
happens
seen that since the 14 and under.
at all. That's not the case at all. But
No.
that was they had the score correct. All right, so 2 serving 1. Bannockburn with a little lead here.
Yeah, but it's not a hold until you.
And one
or
of
not
my
a break until you
favorite
hold, I should say.
parts about what happens sometimes at the beginning of these matches, which I always like to see, is sometimes after a full 25-minute warm-up, everybody then takes one serve when it's their turn, whether it's a new ball or not, which always drives me crazy. Let's see what happens. Why bother warming up your serve if you're just going to take another one when you... That's a great serve.
Yeah, really nice. Good depth.
Joel bringing out the cannon.
Yeah, lefty magic.
Uh-huh.
That's a great move by Cody.
Yep, adding some pressure.
Psychological warfare, Coach.
Love 15.
He sees it peripherally. He can't handle it. Actually did a pretty good. Oh, no.
Just a little deep.
Got to get a little more Frank Tanana spin on that thing.
Love 30.
Get in there.
That was good. And another good move
Another
from
one.
Cody. Oh, look at him. He just likes that move.
Jay decided to test him.
Yep, and that's
And
the right
kid-
call. That's the
and
right call
kid
with the
didn't really
blitz.
get a passing grade there.
15-30.
It's a good lob. Nice switch. These guys are working well together.
Yep. Yep, they've got a groove.
Night moves, Coach. I'm just going to keep saying that.
I think you should.
Sorry. Get
30 all.
Maybe we should string the rope out there.
We could put the rope
Just
up
to make sure they-
for the lob the rope
Some
drill.
more, yeah. Some more.
If any of you guys are out there and you ever decide to do the lob the rope drill, let me know.
Yeah. Geez, you know, at the racket company I work for, which I don't even know if I'm allowed to say it.
Yonex?
We usually do. There we go. You said
Yonex?
it. Yeah, exactly. We usually have
Ooh, that is a smart
video campaign.
low speed shot there, low and slow to the middle.
So you could say, how do you do? You know, how do you?
40-30.
Uh-oh. So this is a hold point to take a commanding lead.
Great
That's
serve
nice.
again. Little lefty spin action. And again, that's the right shot that
It
Mark
was.
is swinging at there.
It was.
Okay, we got a one serving 3 for Lakeshore here. See if they're going to climb out of this very, very shallow hole that they've got. Everybody has served a game.
I don't think we don't really have a statistician
Great
because
lob.
of course we fired Cal, and he's out of town anyway.
Cal is
But,
both out of town and
at
fired.
the same time. But no.
And laid
He's,
off.
Exactly.
And on sabbatical somehow.
We fired him, rehired him, and then laid him off. But the statistician, I'm just wondering, where Lakeshore is concerned, for instance, the longer the points go, how well they do, the longer the points go, because maybe you just start to be a little more patient.
Right, love 30 here.
Grind a little bit, because when you got a lead, it's a little easier to relax.
Oh, that's a tough drive
Very
there.
nice.
Was that a little lead cord action off the top of the tape,
Looked
maybe?
like it might have clipped it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Coach.
it's
That was
tough.
good eyesight there.
All right, love 40. Here we go.
And get out my bifocals and not going to see that.
It's a good move, little distraction play from Mark. I like it when he feels like he reads it well, that he steps to the middle.
Yeah, and it builds confidence. I tell you what, when he starts getting confident in that, he's actually like a different player.
15-40. It's a smart play. Yep. See, these guys keep talking. Now, at some point, they're going to start using this week's drill, and you're going to have to pay attention to how often they land that ball right on those orange arrows.
Yes.
There's one.
Oh.
Didn't work out the way that they wanted it to, but at least they were going for it.
So at this point in the match, down 1-4, I'm just going to throw my 2 cents in there, Coach. There's a lot of, and pardon the expression, swinging going on out there from the Lakeshore side.
Yep.
And I almost feel like if they just stopped, concentrate on one guy, preferably, I mean, whoever one they think maybe would fail the push-up test.
Yes.
Instead, because I think it's when they're swinging it, it looks like they're both hanging out at the net, and then every so often they get caught with a lob.
Yep, and it can be difficult sometimes to come out playing against a righty-lefty team. This is 4-1 Bannockburn, by the way, with Jay serving. But it can be difficult coming out against a righty-lefty team because you might start to overthink it and say, like, oh, well, we have, two backhands on the
Absolutely.
outside edges of the court.
That's a good point. Yep.
And so they might feel confident trying to, hit the ball to guys' backhands, but it's also going to move them around an awful lot. It's
No
going to
question.
swing them around the court a lot. So it might be time to just kind of go into standard, textbook paddle mode and just use the ad corner and the middle and the reset overhead, even if you've got somebody with a forehand in the center.
Yep.
That was a good low, slow side screen there from Bannockburn. 30 love. Oh, good read. Good read.
Again,
Maybe even got screened a little bit by the switch.
Possibly.
But that was a good switch from those guys. I like the play. 40 love Bannockburn. Nice pick.
He's got good hands. Pretty good a half volley. And they are shifting much.
Nice touch right there from Jay. Really good touch.
Visibly making shifts are Midtown Bannockburn.
Yep, absolutely. Okay,
So
well,
they're
we've
pretty
got
well
1-5 here. Let's
well
see if
drilled.
we can right the ship a little bit.
Climb
Now's
back
actually a good time for you to just kind of refocus on playing some longer points.
Exactly.
Partially, even if this game doesn't go the way that you want, you'll feel like you have some momentum.
Rhythm, yes.
Right, yeah, some rhythm going into the
Yeah.
second set, even if, God forbid, you lose a set 6-1, at least maybe you
It's funny, I said rhythm,
Have
you
some
said momentum, and
confidence.
now I'm jealous. I want to say rhythmic momentum now because I
rhythmic momentum
wanna-
is what you need
I don't
when push comes to shove.
incredible insecurity here. That's going in. Look at that.
30 left.
I was just watching court 3 there. It was just one of the luckier shots. I noticed those.
Same.
Get in there. There we go. Well,
Oh, that was a fancy little
It was.
roller there. Change direction. Mark made a good move to the middle, and then he was able to carve it towards an alley.
yeah, it's one of those things where you get up 5-1, you're probably more apt to hit a shot like that.
Right. You start
Sit.
feeling like maybe there's no reason to, to
Yes.
keep it in the bag.
Yes. Another thing I would probably say, and of course I'm trying not to be biased here, being a Lakeshore staff assistant.
No, go ahead, be biased.
But Cody could cut off a few of these returns if they're not absolute seeds.
Yeah.
Especially if the serve's up the tee.
Yeah.
That would make it a little easier on Mark. Probably wouldn't
Yeah.
have to hit him. I'm not saying
Tough.
you can't make those first volleys. It just makes it easier if the net player gets involved a little bit more.
Right.
Like right there.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. It's a nice pick right there. That's a good leave.
Yes.
I like it that we did not hit that volley.
Yeah, that's another tough part as a coach. You're watching. If they take a ball like that, you're thinking, wow.
All right. Got a little head-in action here.
Yes.
And we got a hold. So
Still
we're in
in
it
it.
at
Yes.
5 serving 2.
Stereo. in it.
Bannockburn with a lead. Joel to serve.
And they're already on the other side. Look at them.
Yeah.
Lakeshore
yeah.
Police is a bunch of go-getters. They're not going to stop for some towels or water or something.
No, forget it. We just held serve. We're just going to get in it as quickly as possible right
Darn
now,
right,
today.
Let's go.
We're
Shot
making it
clock.
happen. We can't be stopped.
That was a great lob.
Tough lob. Finding some depth. I don't know about you, but there is. I don't know about you, but there's always an opportunity to slow down
Oh.
in the world of paddle.
Yes.
And if you feel like stuff's going fast and it unravels on you, you can just choose to play a couple points where all you do is lob and see if you can regain your rhythm or your momentum
Even
and
at the
put it
net.
all together.
Even at the net, some resets. It wouldn't necessarily try to bait a drive too much. Just keep the ball. Just keep the ball deep. Not that some people will drive off a deep ball because they will. They have. For the rest of their lives, they will. Here we go. Exhibit A, Coach. I think through osmosis, I think they heard you.
Smart.
The breeze is downwind.
Smart.
Sorry.
That was a good opportunity, though. That I like that ball. That was the
older I
right
get,
ball.
the cornier the.
Mark maybe came
Amateur.
off the deck just a little bit, but that was a good opportunity to set it up there.
Oh no. It's no, I don't know if it's 30 love. Yeah. I think it might be 30-50 or 15-30. Did he just serve to Mark? I think he did.
Yeah, I thought he
Maybe
just
he did,
served to
maybe he
Mark
didn't.
too.
Boy, that salad looks good tonight, Derek.
The salads are really...
Not to change the subject.
Salads are really coming along.
Well, that last one... Yeah, you know, that... By the way, just so everybody knows, this is Series 17 here at Lakeshore Country Club. I am Sean Albrecht. This is Matt McClure to my left. And this can happen on any series. Matter of fact, I think we've seen some confusion on the score. Series 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can go to 17. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I called it 30-15, and I think that's what they called it.
Yes.
I don't want to brag.
And I think that's correct.
$45? All right, well. There it is. Home court advantage off the shotgun mic, Coach.
Back.
Off the shotgun mic.
Oh, too bad. Well, we have an ad in here. This is a set point, so let's just see how everyone reacts to this one. No. It's tough, you know. You get to the end of the race, you got to finish that last mile. Let's face it. Yeah, we do have to set that rope up out there. That's like the third long lob. If, in fact, we were rooting for Lakeshore, which, of course, we're not.
It depends on the circumstance.
Back to Deuce.
Deuce number 97.
I was going to call him JB, Joel Bronstein. But he...
it's another good move to add some pressure there.
But and this will be
Cody.
an interesting serve because he's missed the last two coming to the ad side.
You know what, though? At this point with Joel, you just keep swinging. I mean, he's got a good serve.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
in there.
he dialed it back there a little bit, obviously, to put it in play, which is a smart move.
It's going to
But
be
that's a great screen drive there from Mark.
unbelievable. They're
All right,
still
we're
hanging.
at 3-5, 3 serving 5. Lakeshore serving here. Cody Shire. No.
What?
Just a little wide. I do like how relaxed Mark and Cody are serve-wise. Like, they don't overplay it. They just kind of,
Sure.
you know, it's a very medium speed for a serve. They're not trying to put a ton of spin on it, just mostly put it in play. That's just great hands right there from all four players.
Awesome.
Oh, smart lob, but a
Nice
little
try.
wide. Nice try from Jay. I liked it.
Yeah, Cody's serve motion is funny. He's got a little twist on it, a little kick
Yeah.
serve, and it's pretty. Of course, what I do.
Well,
is
I mean, we all compliment,
jinxed it.
you know, we all compliment people at the wrong time. I think we can all agree that I've screwed it up for everyone.
To send him a fruit basket or something for that. That was just not nice of me.
A little
That's
deep.
2 in a row.
30 all.
Yeah.
A fruit bouquet, I think, is the way to go.
Yes, yeah. Groceries for the entire family. Better. Okay. I just like to see people succeed. Coach. Oh man.
Yeah, it's tough.
This
It's a
is
little
like
deep.
This was a quick turnaround. They had some momentum going here.
30-40.
And this is another set point here.
Yeah, set point here for Bannockburn.
Good serve. Sit down. Oh.
Rats. That was a well-played set, though, from Bannockburn. They did not let them off the hook, and they played smart.
When they
And-
needed to. Won the right points, Coach.
Absolutely. Yeah. Which is a deviation from what I usually do, which is win all the wrong points. I like to save my best shots for when I'm down love 40 and then come up with some kind of miracle and then be like, well, still 40-15, you lose.
I find it necessary sometimes to lose all the right points. Anyway, so do we need to pay some
also
bills?
Like to see.
No, do we have our Illinois Bone and Joint videos? I so enjoy those. We don't have those. We can do it. Maybe I should have do we have some copy I could read? That would be awesome. Yeah. So I'll tell you a little story, an orthopedic story that'll be like Illinois Bone and Joint. And we're just going to say that the doctor that's in this story is from the Illinois Bone and Joint. I walk into the office and he's a tennis player and he says, "What are you doing here?" And he wasn't even that polite. He used profanity. I'm just not going to use it on the air. I said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Well, I'm having some lower back." She said, "Get out of my office." I was like, "What kind of doctor are you?" Anyway, so he says, first of all, what you do for a living, which is, I teach tennis. I'm a rackets pro, right? Mm-hmm. So you get out there and he just says, "Can you touch your toes?" So I try to touch my toes. And I get down what I thought was pretty far. And he goes, "That's horrible. That's pathetic." He was so...
just negative all the time.
Yeah. And then he said, "You should be able to put your palms on the floor."
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, there's no way. And he goes, "No, if you keep doing this, here's some exercises. Now get the belief out of my office."
Right.
And I thought, Anyway, he was absolutely right.
Yeah.
It was all hamstrings.
Yeah.
It's amazing how those guys know things. They can pick something out in a diagnosis in 30 seconds. What are you doing here? Here's what you got to do. Now get out.
Yeah, I know. And speaking of diagnosis, I think we should take a second to recognize our sponsors at Illinois Bone and Joint so that they can help me out, because I definitely can't put my palms on the floor. Here we
go. From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.
Illinois Bone and Joint Institute is the best choice for orthopedic care. Our walk-in ortho access clinics provide treatment by orthopedic specialists without a trip to the ER. With evening and weekend hours, we provide your family with excellent care when it matters most. Visit ibji.com to find an ortho access immediate care clinic near you.
And we're back for the beginning of the second set. Bannockburn, Jay to serve on the far side. It's funny that you mentioned that your doctor was kind of irritated with that particular circumstance. And while I also
He was
have
very
really
irritated.
Tight hamstrings,
Yes.
Part of it is just kind of one of those things. Good move, Cody, but heads up. Uh-oh, Mark with an opportunity to bring his partner back with a lob. Nope.
Yes.
So my brother recently ran a little experiment where he went to the dentist, and because he was so tired of getting yelled at, he made an effort to floss every single day for 6 months between cleanings. And when he got there, 15 all, by the way, and when he got there, his dentist was like, "Well, you could do a little better with the flossing." And he went, "Aha! I knew it! I have flossed every day." And then the dentist tried to be like, "Well, that doesn't mean you did it correctly." And he was like, "Shut up, this is a racket."
I can kind of see your brother doing that.
I mean, it was just him telling the story. It was super funny.
That was a nice save by the dentist, though.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, well, of course you got to backpedal at that point.
Yeah.
Because most people just reluctantly say, like, "Have you been flossing every day?" They're like, "No." But Kevin got to be like, I've been running an experiment this whole time. Great volley by Mark.
Really nice.
Good hands.
Do less.
Yeah, the less you do, the better it goes.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes I just don't get out of bed. 1540, I believe.
At least you're stretching out your hamstrings.
Little deep, just long, and that serve was just a hair deep, making it game for Lakeshore Country Club. Up 1-0, lost the first set 6-3. in a battle.
And again, still a match. Got to keep the momentum going if you are the Midtown Bannockburn Knights. And we are making up that mascot. I hope that it's okay. I'll have to call, I'm trying to think of who the director there is. Moshik, it's not Moshik. Well, I'll figure it out. I got a couple of guys on staff over there. I'll figure it out. I should say we. It's not always an I thing with Yonex.
I got it. Swing it. Yep. There. Wait. Nice. I got it.
Cody's so positive.
Just keeping it chill.
During the point, you hit a good shot. He'll say, "Great shot, nice."
I did like
That's always
that
nice.
move from Jay, though, to the middle. He's looking for the forehand. He shifted over early. He had a look at it. 15 love here for Lakeshore.
Regardless if he makes it.
Oh,
That's a
great
shot.
lob. That's a
Good
smart change up there
Young
on the
legs.
return.
I almost thought he was going to hit a drop volley there. Those are tough, by the way. I know those drives on the run in paddle.
Yeah.
Always try to keep it either a lob or a controlled drive. So sometimes
What
you're
are they
moving
doing
so
here?
fast.
That's the wrong side. Jay
I
just
was
hit
just
the
gonna
lob
say,
return. There you go.
Did
There
I
you
fall
go.
asleep during that? Okay, good.
Yeah, 15 all, I think.
Yeah, I think it's foul.
All right, at least they figured it out.
Yep.
So they've been right at least half the time that they've been confused about the score.
Which is pretty much our league average, Coach.
Yeah.
Oh, a roller there.
So important to know the score in the world of paddle, and also simultaneously so difficult.
Yes.
Because it's not, this is weird because we have, I like that move though. We have obviously the scorecards, on the net post or on the door or whatever you do.
I noticed
But
that.
it's not the game score that people struggle with. It's the individual points.
Yes.
So unless you're holding a clicker in your hand, going through, keeping track of it usually the way that we do
Yes.
during a live stream, it's just difficult because you just play. You play some long points and you switch around, and you can't always anticipate knowing the score.
Well, I think in contrast to tennis,
40-15 here, by the
oddly
way.
enough that you mentioned that in tennis, I think the average doubles point, it's 4 to 5 shots.
Right.
So it's pretty,
And that even feels high.
Yes.
That even feels high when there's some, the higher the level goes. Because
Yes.
a lot of higher level doubles matches are like
2 shots,
big
3 shots.
serve, point over,
Boom,
big
done.
serve,
Yeah.
big return, point over. Like it's just
But
it's
anyway,
so rapid
in
fire.
paddle, you could have a 30, 40 shot. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know what the average is. I mean, I don't even know what our league average would be. What would it be, 10, 15 or something?
Yeah, it probably goes up about 5 shots with every,
That's a nice drive from Mark
with
Bernstein
every,
there, by the
5 series or so.
Yep.
So you might have some pretty short points, if depending on the level.
Yeah.
At maybe some of the beginner levels or some of the intermediate levels, but you start getting up to series, 5 and higher, 6 and up, you can, I don't know, 50 shot rally is
Easily.
started to become,
Yeah.
starts to become the
Commonplace,
average
sure.
a lot of the time. Maybe not the average because there's still missed serves and missed returns, but once you get past the first couple touches, I mean, it's pretty tough to end points.
I think it also would have to do with, one, who the players are, and then 2, the temperature, because I noticed in the summer, because the ball is so much more lively.
Right.
Look at that.
Right. That's also true. Smart overhead there to swing it back to Cody's backhand there from Jay.
These guys do a real good job of resetting.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the first one they hit. Of course, it just
Yeah.
gave them the commentator's curse.
And this
That's what it
becomes,
was.
and this especially, so in this situation, right, where in the beginning of the second set, Lakeshore came out with a little more momentum.
Yep.
This is a smart play here from Bannockburn to kind of slow everything down and not. I mean,
Yeah.
they haven't hit any offensive overheads unless they're in the front half of the service box. That's a good reset from Jay. Like, this is where it becomes grind time, where you don't want to be giving away free points.
Absolutely. I should say absolutely not.
That's a good dig out of the nick there from Cody. That's just patience, just kind of wearing that down.
5:30.
You know it gets bad when when you say the score, and it's always Interrogative. 530.
530. Great serve. Good hands.
Nice
shot.
from Jay.
30 all. It's a good return there, Mark.
We're almost picking up a lot of the noise from court.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Those
amazing.
shotgun mics that you got are perfect. Super sensitive. 30-40 here.
At least they're not swearing like last week.
Game point here for...
Oh,
tough. Good lob. All right. Well, there's a switch. Is that 3 love?
it is
Oh, hey, there it is.
a perfect example of a momentum swing. All 4 of you playing at home. This is much more common than you might think.
Yeah, I'm a really good lobber.
And again, the tough part for a lot of paddle players is when you got a lead, what do you think? You just play a little bit more aggressively? Not necessarily. I mean, you can try a few things, but you can't necessarily go too crazy. So sometimes it's just about what got you there. If you've built a lead. I mean, the old adage, always change a losing game, never change a winning game. Always a good adage or a good philosophy. It's a great volley. Good hands from Mark Bernstein right there. A great adage to follow. 15 love, Lakeshore Breeze. Can tell you how effective that serve. What a shot. Wow, that's some lefty magic from Joe Bronstein right there. Little screen drive, almost an overhead looking screen drive from there. You see that on a regular basis. Of course, you got to have some kind of talent. I am devoid of any, so I couldn't tell you what that feels like. 15 all. Oh, and an opportune serve miss, but you know what?
530.
He is trying to get it deep, and he is trying to go down the center, which he just did there. That was a nice serve. Sky hook from Cody. There's another screen drive, but this time, well, Mark was ready for it this time. Just pushed it a little long with a forehand volley.
540.
So we're at 15-40 here. Oh, easy. You know what? We've all been there. Easy to do. Up 3 love. Feeling kind of comfortable. Just kind of reset the ship if you can. Everybody served once already, so that kind of works out. Excellent ploy for Mark to be kneeling and tying the shoe right there, taking every bit of the, I think it's 25 or 30 seconds that you get between points. So 1-3. Jay is serving. It's good hands from Joel Bronstein right there.
Oh, good opportunity there for Mark to move forward and set and slow down for a forehand down the line drive.
You know, I'm going to give you, I didn't even notice you were there. You just scared the hell out of me. So, I was going to say, I'm just kidding.
Sorry
no,
there,
but
Sean.
I was going to say, that's really funny, is that you've said this many times where, and we call it a cartwheel, where you have to hit a ball off your back foot
Right.
as an overhead if the ball's going over your head. And how many times people say, well, I can pull that off. How many times you actually eventually lose the point, though? It's amazing what the percentages are, which basically means you lose the majority. I want to say
Right.
2/3. No. I'd say 75% of the time you lose the point.
Yeah, I agree.
Because bad things start to happen if you continue to do that.
Yeah, there's probably an element that goes along with in terms of like that decision making that I'm always trying to convey to people.
Great drive.
Which is like, if you're off balance, it's better for you to just choose not to hit a shot and then recover.
Exactly.
Especially off of lobs. Like if you're
Yes.
if you're going to do a backflip, like let the ball bounce and give yourself time to at least recover some of your balance.
That's the best thing about paddle. Points really never over. By the way,
4-1 here.
Yeah, we were
4-1 here.
talking,
Lakeshore
Lakeshore.
turning life around.
Yeah.
That's actually our club motto: turning life around. Lakeshore Country Club.
Not that anybody's life's going the wrong direction, by the way.
No, I think that it's very apparent that that's
Yes.
what our club motto should be and is. It's probably not good. It sounds too much like a facility for.
Turnaround's just perfect enough.
Yeah. It's named after our circle drive. That's what it is.
Right hand up early and turnaround's just perfect enough. I don't know
That's
what
gonna
either
be
one of those things
that's
do.
gonna.
It's a good move. Oh, just
Nice try. That's like how I jokingly tell people that the title of my autobiography is going to be Above the Lights, the Matt McClure story. And my wife's like, what does that mean? And I'm like, I don't know. It just sounds.
It sounds great.
It just sounds like something that, is self-important. I'm going to have it ghost written by Stephen King.
It's like we're all a moth above the lights.
Above the lights. Little wide. That is good pressure with the deep volley there.
If I didn't
So
know
he's gonna
better,
cause a little
I
trouble.
would swear Bannockburn's
right.
tank in this set.
1-5. Well, you know what? They just like to move into the third because
It
they're
makes it
pressure
exciting.
players.
We get good.
All right, so
here
we got a
go.
little
Here we
formation change
go.
here. This is a really smart play.
Yeah, this is a
from
little bit.
Bannockburn.
Might want to get the serve in. That's okay, but that was a great idea though.
But you know what? Still the right play.
Yeah.
It just goes to show that clearly Mark has found his groove with the return on the drive, that they're trying to
We were
combat
talking
that
about
a little
that
bit.
was another great block.
Yep, just
Took
keeping
that
it low.
early. He took it early too. He was about a foot from the service line. Took
Once
one
these
big
guys,
stride.
once these guys do find their groove on the return, what can be difficult about a team like this is that Mark really brings the pace with his return, and Cody's such a placement driver that it can be really hard to switch back and forth between the two.
Absolutely.
Right? You got one ball coming at you Mach 2, and you got the other one kind of
Did that go
floating.
in?
That
It
did
did.
go in.
Crazy.
Nice
Okay.
shot. And you got the other shot. You got the other
Bernstein
return
is rolling.
floating to your shoelaces.
And I say rolling because he's an Alabama guy.
Love
Roll Tide, baby. He'll like that.
40.
Yeah, that's what the red hat is, by the way. I'm not saying one way or the other that it's not good or bad to wear a red hat. I'm just saying he gets chided a little bit, or gets lauded by wearing one. But it's actually an Alabama thing.
Yeah, which is it's really too bad that in any circumstance there would be like that much concern about a red hat,
Like it
regardless
matters,
of
yes.
where you fall. That would be
Exactly.
like a thing.
And darn it,
All
this is
right, that
America.
looks like a set for Lakeshore,
Unbelievable.
and I'm going to pop out and get those guys a fresh ball for the third. I'll be back in 1 second.
nice of you, too.
Enjoy these sponsor
Illinois Bone and
sponsor images from Illinois
Yes.
Bone and Joy.
From the heart of Chicago up to the North Shore and stretching from the northwest suburbs down to Kankakee. From urgent in-office care to virtual in-home visits, we're making orthopedic care available wherever and however you need it. Because while we're adapting our lives to keep each other safe, we know that new injuries will happen and old injuries will still linger. And IBJI is here to help.
Illinois Bone and Joint Institute is the best choice for orthopedic care. Our walk-in ortho access clinics provide treatment by orthopedic specialists without a trip to the ER. With evening and weekend hours, we provide your family with excellent care when it matters most. Visit ibji.com to find an ortho access immediate care clinic near you.
And we're back for set number 3. Taking it to the wire at Lakeshore Country Club here in Glencoe, Illinois. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
You are. Those
Glencoe.
candied pecans are fantastic.
Are they good? The
you
salad
want some?
looked good tonight, yeah. Actually, did they bring out other stuff?
No, I think they just figured. So truth be told, then can I tell the story? Am I allowed to?
What?
Truth be told, there wasn't a ladies' match this afternoon, but I think the staff thought there was.
Yeah,
And,
so
they brought out
additional food
early, and so now the guys think it's for, it's kind of light fare for a, you know what I'm saying, for a men's match. Usually we have something a little, pardon the expression, but more substantial than salad.
Right, but I mean, it's a good salad. I don't know what the big deal is.
It's an awesome salad.
They act like it's a huge difference that like the men like eat different than the women, and the reality is just like, no, it's just quantity.
True. No question.
It's
Matter of fact.
What's that? Yeah, 14.
I had no idea what he asked me.
He asked if there was a lot of people watching. And there are. All the important people are watching right now.
It's either 14 or 1.4. I can't figure it out.
Right now in the live stream.
How many guys are online? 14. All right. They're all your friends?
Anyway, that's what the shotgun mic's for. It's not really for the ambience of the ball hitting the paddle and the bounce off the court and off the screen. It's to get those quips from these people.
That's really what it's all about.
There we go. That's the best part about paddle right there, the social aspect.
The
You're at the net, you're
camaraderie.
telling stories. You're selling. Hey, you know something? I can help you with that.
Uh-oh. That didn't look awesome from Rich Feitler.
Good luck.
Uh-oh, did he hurt himself?
Yeah. He took a weird step and a little slippage. I think he's going to be okay though. All right, here we go. Set number 3, huge pressure. Mostly on us, Sean. Mostly on the announcing side of the evening.
I was going to say,
And apparently on Cody. I've pushed it to Cody
Nice
as well.
job.
15 all.
that's the breeze.
Set
It's just
number 3.
all that bad
Lakeshore
energy
Country
goes
Club.
downwind.
Glencoe, Illinois. Planet Earth.
It's never going to not make me laugh. As I said, that double negative, did that work? I don't know if that worked.
Right. That's never not, almost, maybe.
So,
Oh, a little aggressive.
I mean, this is our home club, so it's okay if I congratulate people come in and
Yeah,
when they
no,
wanna-
you should acknowledge,
I mean, it is part of
winners
my
and
job, I guess.
you should acknowledge winners and losers as though they're still people. Oh no!
Oh, did that hit him?
It was going long and it clipped Jay as it went by.
Now
He made a move too to get out of the way, but it just was just center mass.
Now I know
there was just
they're
nothing he
now
could do.
I know they're tanking, Coach.
Yeah, now they're clipping. They're leaning into pitches. It's bad news Bears out there. That was a good shot.
Cody looks like fresh as a daisy out there. What is he? He's only 23 years old, though. I guess.
Cody?
Yeah.
Cody's 16. He just participates in the league so that he can have a beer without anyone hassling him.
That's right. I don't think he can drive without somebody else in the passenger seat.
He's got his permit. He's done tens of hours. Little wide on that one. Nice try.
Excellent leave on that one.
All right. First game, Lakeshore.
And a lesson for us all, Coach. That's probably something you want to get used to doing is leaving a ball every so often just to get a feel for what's going in or what's going out. If you don't leave a ball,
right.
You're never going to know.
Right. The most important shots are the ones you don't touch. You know,
I could go so many different ways. With
I
that.
always think it's well, I think we should just leave it at that.
I know.
But it is fascinating how often paddle becomes this animal where like you're praying for outballs. You know, like you can get to these situations where you're like, you know what, that's pretty close. I'm just going to let it bounce and hope that
that's a good point. Coach.
That thing is going to drift wide or
you could go overboard. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that is definitely
Screen
part
drive.
of it.
I think that's Mark's first screen drive of the match.
Part of it. Mark had one earlier as well. Yeah. He's been pulling the trigger on the right ball for sure. It's one of his better shots.
I think
He's converted a couple of them in the second
30
set.
All.
30 all, I think. Yep, good switch from these guys here. Going slow down the middle. Getting in formation. And now extending the point.
Took that off the deck.
Get there, Cody. That's
is
Cody's
fast.
bread and butter.
Wheels.
He's deadly from short distances.
Here we go. It's a pretty good first volley there. I thought it was going to
Nice. That's a great drive. Mark taking that ball at the peak of its bounce and just
and going through,
keeping it flat.
through the two players. Not necessarily down the middle, but in between them.
Right. Yeah. All your best through the uprights are going to be your best shots.
And
That
then
one
I
was
jinxed it.
perhaps just a little late in the setup.
It might be 30-40. No.
It's a good deep lob to set it up. That is also a good deep lob. Yeah. You almost want, against a righty-lefty combo, to just lob balls dead center to
Yep.
see if you can maybe cause a little confusion about, who's going to hit what shot,
Absolutely.
and maybe hope that there's a bit of a miscommunication for some free points. I think we're at deuce game again.
I think we are. During that rally, and I'm just going to say it only because Mark does have a nice drive when he does set up for it. Every so often, if there is, even if he's on the deuce side, if there is a shorter ball, would like to see him hit. Doesn't necessarily have to be a laser beam,
Right.
but a nice drive just to bring somebody in because both
Right.
these guys are off the net.
Yeah, and
So they're doing
sometimes
a great job. I got to tell you, they really are.
absolutely, and sometimes in the heat of the moment you forget that the drive, the opportunity that you get doesn't always have to be a blistering ball that wins the
Exactly.
point in one swing.
Exactly.
That oftentimes the drive is a tool for moving somebody up to the net, right? If they're hitting really good overheads from deep, maybe you just poke in a short, low, nothing drive
Exactly.
to try to draw them forward so that they have to step up on the net and get low and convert a volley. And
Exactly.
then,
In the meantime, Jay has just held,
yes.
so we're at
1
1-1.
all.
Good serve from Bernstein. On a waterfall. Oh, they look a little more in formation here. There we go. That was a nice roller
Yep.
from Cody.
Good
into
shot.
the corner.
Smart play.
15 love. Lakeshore Breeze.
Are you guys coming or going?
Yes,
Awesome.
there is such a thing as paddle etiquette, I guess. If you're done. It's a great volley.
Yep.
That was a nice drive from Jay Lee. A little long.
All right, 30 love here. 30 love here at 1 all. Good volley. Good volley. Mark staying in that nice tucked position until he sees the lob go up. Good move there by Cody. Now he should shift back. There you go. Great. Ooh,
when a shot is there, he can get another
nice
one.
pick.
Pick it up.
Oh,
Almost.
nice try. Great drive there from Joel to convert that shot
That
with
was
a really quick and compact backswing.
Yeah, I was going to call him JB. I was going to call him JB again. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. You don't know me. You'd be like, what? Anyway.
Well, that's like how I,
How did he
for
pull
fun
that
in one of
off?
the early matches at Westmoreland, I started calling Tom Moore T-Money, and then I put it on the scorecard, and then for a couple weeks he's been like, why is everybody calling me T-Money? That's not even like a nickname that I have. And then I just kept it
it's
going
cool.
because I was drunk with power, Sean. For the 22 people that saw that, they gave him a new nickname.
And they'll tell 22, and so on.
And so on and so forth until it
look at
covers
Jay.
all the land.
Oh.
That is a good
Deserve
hold
a
there
little bit
from
better.
Mark and
Excellent
Cody.
hold.
Had to come up with some big volleys there.
Absolutely. So 2-1 Lakeshore. Third set. Nail biter. But we expected nothing less.
2-1 Lakeshore. 1 serving 2.
We got a veritable barn burner on court 3 as well, Coach.
No, they split sets out there.
Yeah.
1, 2, go.
I don't know who did the handicap and did a great job.
Court.
Oh, that's right. It was Coach Matt.
Court 2. You can't blame me for that.
Oh, he's walking a mile for a forehand there. That was a great angled serve. We say not to serve wide all the time, but every so often it's very effective.
Yep, as a potential change-up.
Absolutely.
Great hands there from
Joe
Jay.
made great use of it.
That is a
nice
tough waterfall. I like it. Good patience. Good patience. Cody making his move. Yep. It's a good dig from Mark.
Oh,
Yep.
again,
And even more pressure from Cody again.
Exactly.
Just trying to play keep away from him at the net up there.
basically induced that backhand volley miss from Jay.
Point induction.
It's amazing I failed chemistry.
I don't understand. But where does the extra electron go? Wait, is it the neutron that floated? Ah, see, my kids are screwed.
I don't play Tron.
That one's just a little long. Just a little long in the snowboard.
The only Trons I know are Matrons and Patrons, buddy. That's all I got. That's just, I'm just getting. Oh yeah.
Great touch from Jay.
Some pretty good disguise there. Looked like he was going to hit an overhead.
Yep.
That's talent right there. All right, are we locked at 2?
I think 2 apiece.
We are.
At least that's what I would call it if I had the chance. If I were some type of announcer, that's what I would say.
If we had a license, we'd
15.
We do, by the way, just every so often. We kind of have a technical difficulty, but
I don't.
15 love. God, I hope that salad's there for tomorrow morning. I'll be on the court anyway.
There's just not enough salad at paddle matches.
There's 11 ladies. I got to be on the court.
Across the board, there's just not enough. There's 12 now, actually.
Oh, are there?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Awesome.
Nice dig.
A commanding lead in this game. The first volley. Boy, that tell you what, that's a fluid.
Yeah, that's a good
skyhook.
stretch on the overhead there. That's a smart play as well. Low and slow to
There
the
we
middle
go.
again. I like that shot.
Taking a lead again, 4-3. It must be the live stream.
It's got to be.
Yeah. Just the adrenaline's pumping, and
3-2, I think, right? That was 2-all.
it's either that or 4-3.
I'm pretty sure it's... I'm pretty sure that it's... You think it's 4-3? I thought it was 3 I thought it was 3 serving 2.
You might.
I'm sorry.
You might be right. I could have sworn it was 3-all and then 4-3 though.
Well, maybe I'm just, again, drunk with power because of how I can make up nicknames for any of these people. And Jay Money is really going to enjoy Monday morning when everybody's going to be money. It doesn't matter. It's all money. C Money, C Bill.
We're going to call Joe Brownstein JB Wentworth.
JB Wentworth.
Exactly.
I feel like there's a jingle that goes along with that.
Yeah, there is. I'll spare everybody. Oh, look at that. Nice
Good move.
blitz. He got a little more toward the center on that one,
Yes.
which isn't a bad idea. Just got to be ready for the ball.
Yes, he did. 5-all.
That's a good serve. Wow. Just
Oh,
wrote
what a
that
volley.
return.
And
Excellent
good pick
hands.
from Mark as well.
Yep.
That's fancy. Good pick there. Cody staying low with it. Again, making his move. Uh-oh. Oh, good.
Got away with it. That's nice.
Good positioning
Nick.
there, but yes,
Touch
good
right
touch
there
into the soft side screen.
from Joel. Awesome. You couldn't throw it out there any better.
30-15.
That was perfect. Up.
Rats. 30-all.
Sometimes we rush a little bit to maintain a rhythm. And some people like to do that, though. Some people just like to keep it rolling. So they just step up and just go ahead and rip the serve. I am definitely not one of those people.
Oh, just a little short.
Didn't make it. Thought that might have hit the top of the net and dribbled over and made it even more interesting. As if it could get more
40-30?
interesting.
40-30.
I believe so, yes. Oh,
Deep enough lob to cause a bit of an issue.
yes. Sometimes it's where you receive it as well. Somewhere to the service line, you're thinking you're a little closer, you maybe take a chance on it. That happens. It happens to all of us. Look at that. Oh, almost touched the net. That was impressive. Good body control. He's finding that,
that's
Nick.
a good soft.
Second
He's finding
time.
that like soft side
Yep.
screen where it's really dying at or before it gets
Lefty
to the back
magic.
screen.
Add in again
Lefty magic.
for the Bannockburn Knights. Uh-oh. Look at this.
Yep.
He won't go away. What do they say? It's an old Saturday Night Live skit. The thing that wouldn't leave is Cody at the net. He's not moving back. He doesn't seem to be retreating at all.
Cody, the thing that wouldn't leave Shire.
That was a smooth switch.
Yeah, it was. Held it, waited for the right opportunity.
Very stylish.
Didn't want to do anything crazy. It's a good block. Great shot there from Jay, hitting the red arrow from the opposite side. But Mark,
I can't even tell if the red arrow is there, but if he was worried.
no, but if it
he'd be
was,
hitting
Chalk would have flown up. But Mark came up with a really high quality screen lob there.
Absolutely. Chalk flew up.
Chalk flew up.
McInerney. Everybody in the whole stadium knows it's out. Well, that's a good idea. Let that be a lesson for us all right there. Jay did not like his toss. He stopped and steadied himself and made a good
Did it again.
on the second effort.
Good
Awesome
play. Did it again. It's a good lob there.
Cartwheel. That might have been drivable.
Yes, but in the moment.
Yeah. Oh, what a shot. That's going to be
nice pick.
He digs it.
He did, and a roller opportunity. Cody just keeping it chill. Mark ready to cover, and now there's some confusion. Oh, it's just great lobbing. Keep it going. Get there, Mark. Yep, he's there. Wow, nice point.
Smart shot from Mark Bernstein there.
Nice point
to
right
finish
there.
off that point, that was impressive.
Well done.
Put the ball anywhere else, and it would have been trouble. And he brought it back cross court.
This might be on camera. Legit. I saw you coming up. I had no choice.
Oh, you had a choice. You could punch it into the net. I had no problem.
I'm like my partner. You're quiet.
Yeah.
Nothing like a good spirited match, you know. Positive energy.
All right, 4 serving 2, I think, here.
4-2.
Yeah.
That's a great volley from Mark Bernstein right there. Good roller.
Nice hands.
Good hands. Wow.
Oh, he got it.
Amazing from JB right there.
Wow.
Did that go long? It stayed in.
Yeah, it seemed like it came in, yeah. I think
So
Jay made a
15
move and tried to cut it off, but it was just a tough angle to be able to pick up.
Wow.
Yes, good grunting. It's great hands. Smart.
Oh, what a shot.
Sneaky.
How did you find an angle?
Sneaky ball there.
Get out the proverbial protractor. And that was impressive. Again, there's a perfect example of a drive that didn't have to be a laser beam.
Nope, just placement.
Ended up being a clean winner.
Finesse shot.
The rare clean winner. Good leave. Tell you what, Joe's got some surprising power with that
Yeah.
short backswing.
Yeah. He can really come through that ball clean. 30-15. Good hands. Nice touch again.
Oh, yeah.
There's not a lot you can do with that.
Turnabout right there. Jay's like, 2 can play at that game, Junior. Okay, maybe that's not what he said.
I like
but
it
I'm
when
just
he calls people
imagining
Junior.
that's what he said.
Yeah. Got extra salad?
No.
They're in the drawer.
We could even leave those drawers open. Boy, that didn't come out right. Oh, what a touch.
Just gonna.
Unbelievable. And wins the game. Pulling back to 4-3. Unreal. Again. I'm not gonna need a nail clipper.
Come on, still up.
Yeah.
No.
It's a nice drive from Mark again.
Yep.
He's heating it up.
15 love.
Yep. Love 15, that is.
3 serving 4.
Love 15, 3-4, yes.
Nice.
It's a smart play on the switch as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, good touch.
All right, 15 all. Bannockburn Knights are
It's a little long. Mark Bernstein in the middle of his steroid cycle right now. So
jousting. They're jousting.
really coming through that ball heavy.
Getting away with some pace here on the overheads. Must be getting chillier. Any warmer? What? Look at the backhand roller from Joe Bernstein. Midtown heating up themselves. I'm figuring it's 40-30, Coach.
That's my thought as well. One of those. Oh, while he was recovering.
Unbelievable.
How I did it when you stopped. It scared the hell out of me.
All right, 4-0.
4-4. Reggie Jackson here on a beautiful Thursday evening in Glencoe, Illinois. Not to use Coach Matt's joke there, but
Stop stealing my material.
I would have no material at all if it were doing it.
Me neither.
That stayed in.
Yep, smart play. Mark
Nice
is there.
touch for
Good
Joe.
coverage.
Wheels Bernstein right there. I don't even think that's his nickname, but I've decided.
It's Mark Money Bernstein.
Money. Money Wheels. Yeah.
Money Wheels.
Upset. Now it's a great return from Jay Lee. Little indecision on the part of both Cody and
5
Mark
all?
right down there. Yep.
5 all.
15 all.
Oh, that's a
Another
nice,
good drive.
great return. Finding that outside edge of the always difficult forehand volley on your first volley when
Exactly.
you're off the net.
And suddenly Bannockburn has a bit of an advantage here.
Good hands. Yep,
Nice pick.
really
Oh,
smart
that
drive
was a
location
very
there.
smart location.
Jay held that well and got to pick his target when the ball showed up.
15-40.
540.
Confirmed. Bummer City.
All right.
Welcome to Lakeshore Country Club in Bummer City, USA. Population, Court 1.
I've got a condo there.
You got a little place there?
Yeah. Condo, townhome.
Yeah, all right, well, we should visit.
Yeah. The assessments are
Come out and stay
bad.
a while.
Oh, yeah, bummer.
Rough.
Well, it's Bummer City.
Bummer City.
can't be.
Property
It
tax is
wouldn't
out
be
of
good, yeah.
control. And the schools aren't even good.
No parking.
All right, I think 5. Is that 5
Yep,
serving
they're
4
serving
here?
for the match here. Bannockburn. That might be that was a
Cody, nice
great
try.
shot. Mark had a blitz in mind there.
Yeah, it was a good thought. The return might not quite have gotten down as quickly as he would have liked.
Up. There we go. Well, if you're gonna hit it short, that's the way to do it.
Wow, working the
That's
lead
just smart.
cord short ball.
Yeah. It's not easy to do. They hit it overhead that short and that low. 30 love.
It's a good change up on the serve location
my
there
goodness,
from Jay.
We got 3. Count them, 3 match points here.
Trace Puntos.
Yeah, we are doing telemundo telecasting. That's right. And there.
Nice coverage. He's out of there.
Get
He
out of
ducks.
there, but it doesn't matter.
Nice
And
try.
there it
That is a good
What a great match.
Good match there. Both teams well played.
Absolutely.
3-6.
I believe it was 6-2.
6-2.
And then 6-4.
6-4. Yeah.
Yep. Awesome job by the Midtown Bannockburn Knights. Again, we're just bestowing them that mascot.
Yep.
But
well played by the Lakeshore Breeze as well.
Yes.
Just a little too tough.
We'd like to thank everybody for joining us on another CPTC LiveStream telecast.
Yeah, absolutely. We're back in action next week for the end of the first half of the season, essentially. Before we take a little break and start setting up, we have some more stuff in the second half in terms of some tournaments that we have coming up for the CPTC live stream, as well as kind of getting into our full launch mentality as we go second half, and we're going to ride all the way through the playoffs. So,
which is awesome. I've never had a mentality, so it's going to be exciting for me.
It's a first for everyone. All right, thanks everyone for joining us. We'll catch you next time.